Continuing our three-part series with former Congressman Anthony Brindisi, and as Eyewitness News exclusive, our Shalon Stevens talks with him today about the election and the shortcomings from the Oneida County Board of Elections.
This past election for the 22nd congressional seat was like no other. From campaigning during a pandemic to voter miscalculations and not having a winner for almost 2 months, Brindisi says COVID and campaigning shifted the whole dynamic.
Learning as you go how to campaign in the age of a pandemic. All the traditional ways of campaigning were completely thrown out the door because you don't do the big public events. That's a big part of campaigning. You don't do the traditional door knocking because that's also a big part of campaigning. And ultimately, every move you make, you have to think of what's in the best interest of our volunteers and the public at large because you don't want to get people sick. So we had to focus a lot more on things like phone banking and online organizing as opposed to the big in-person type of events that we had done in the past.
If you were able to do that in-person campaigning and having those big rallies, do you think it could have helped your campaign at all, or is it just too hard to say because of the times that we're in?
It's hard to say. Obviously, we made a choice not to do the big in-person events. My opponent did do in-person events. Did that maybe cause more excitement on that side as opposed to ours? I don't know. It's hard to say. But certainly what's more natural for me is doing those kinds of in-person events. That's what generates the excitement, and that's what hopefully gets people to the polls.
Because of COVID-19, people were granted permission to request absentee ballots, and many of his supporters utilized that option in this recent election.
On the night of the election, we were down by 28,000 votes, and at that point I thought, there's no way we're coming back from this. But we did know that there was something like 50,000 absentee ballots out there, and we felt that a lot of our supporters did vote absentee. So we were patient. We went through the canvassing process. Ultimately, we were able to close that gap. We were up, we were down.
How was that for you, the back and forth with the lawyers? Even at one point, your team did hold a press conference, and I remember, I believe, is it Mark Elias?
Yeah.
He was confident at one point that you guys had it in the bag. So what was that like?
Well, I can tell you over the 3 months from election day till when the race was finally decided, I probably got a few more gray hairs on my head just going through the whole process and being so frustrated by the whole thing. So many irregularities and inconsistencies throughout the counting process.
Brindisi is disappointed Oswego County Court Judge Scott Del Conte, who presided over the case, did not order a recount.
Had this election taken place in 2021, being within 0.5% would have triggered an automatic recount. But because this election happened last year before the new law went into effect, even though we were within 0.4%,
Brindisi did not choose to appeal the judge's ruling.
As I started to sit down and think about it further, though, and knowing how long it would have taken to go through that process, I think the voters have really had enough. I wanted to concede and not continue the fight anymore to wrap things up and have some representation down in Washington.
But regarding the multiple errors the Board of Elections made, including failing to register over 2,400 voters through the DMV and rejecting over 1,000 valid ballots, Brindisi says it is unacceptable.
To me, it's just it's inexcusable, and I'm glad that the Board of Elections is moving past its prior leadership and going to try and rectify the problems that existed there. I hope that there's an outside investigation. People have to feel confident and comfortable that their vote is actually counted, and when they go to register, they want to make sure that when they show up at the polls on Election Day, their name is in the book and they can vote.
Tomorrow, in the final part, Brindisi talks about what's ahead and if he will run again. Reporting, Shalon Stevens, Eyewitness News.